Stop rehearsing your fears tonight, because your mind becomes exactly what you repeat daily. Worry is just wasted imagination, while courage is the result of taking immediate action. Confidence never arrives first, so you must act before the fear finishes its story. Your brain learns through repetition, so start practicing small acts of bravery every day. A warrior mindset means moving forward even when your voice is shaking with uncertainty. Stop replaying past conversations because your mind cannot edit events that are already finished. Real thinking leads to practical steps, while worry only circles in useless mental loops. Your heart reacts to imaginary disasters, so ground yourself in the reality of movement. Courage is built quietly, one tiny decision at a time during your hardest moments. Worry creates the illusion of control, but only action provides a real solution now. Leo realized that 4 minutes of talking resolved 3 long weeks of painful anxiety. The hardest part of any task is simply beginning, so break the cycle early. Fear is always loudest before you move, but it shrinks once you finally start. Stop waiting for certainty, because strength is built by acting without any guarantees at. Every small step you take interrupts the spiral of worst-case scenarios in your. Sarah found that speaking imperfectly was the only way to actually survive her deep. Anxiety is just energy without direction, so give it a clear path through action. The mind expands problems in silence, so bring them back to earth with movement. Confidence is the reward for surviving the very situations you once feared the most. A warrior acts before fear completes its narrative and paralyzes your potential for growth. Stop justifying worry as responsibility, because it is actually just mental paralysis in disguise. Training your mind for resilience is just as important as learning a new language. Your identity is formed by whatever thoughts and habits you choose to practice daily. Strength does not appear suddenly, it is constructed through small daily choices and actions. Interrupt your mental loops by asking what the next practical step is right now. Freedom is not avoiding problems, but knowing you can face them with absolute courage. Omar stopped postponing his difficult emails and found that reality was much calmer then. Awkward moments are entirely survivable, so do not let imagination decide your life limits. The gap between fear and movement determines the quality of your entire future life. Action is the only cure for the heavy tension created by constant mental delays. Stop replaying the same 10 seconds of a meeting that ended hours ago today. Your brain confuses anticipation with preparation, so choose to move instead of just thinking. Warrior thinking develops through repeated evidence that you can handle any upcoming difficult situation. Rehearse courage until it becomes your automatic response to every new life uncertainty. Worrying in bed at night creates experiences that have not even happened in reality. Maya discovered that her pronunciation fears were exaggerated once she actually started speaking out. Preparation leads to direct action, while worry only leads to total mental and physical. Shorten the time between feeling fear and taking the first step toward your goal. Reality is usually much more manageable than the terrifying stories your mind tells you. Training your response to fear is more effective than trying to eliminate it entirely. Small daily acts of bravery teach your brain that discomfort is actually very manageable. Stop seeing fear as a stop sign and start seeing it as growth signal. The same brain that learns fear can also learn the habit of being brave. Worry feels like productive thinking, but it rarely solves any of your actual problems. Confidence follows action, so do not wait for the feeling before you start moving. A simple question like "What can I do tomorrow?" breaks the cycle of worry. Warrior habits are formed in small mental shifts rather than big heroic life decisions. Expose the lies of fear by testing reality through small and consistent daily actions. Your energy is precious, so do not waste it on rehearsing failure and embarrassment. David found that facing his boss took less energy than avoiding him for weeks. Silence allows problems to grow, so speak up even if your voice is imperfect. Courage is the refusal to let anxious thoughts run the direction of your life. The brain predicts disasters, but experience proves that you are stronger than you think. Movement is the only way to reduce fear, because waiting only makes it heavier. Replace your hesitation with immediate action to build a powerful and resilient new identity. Worrying is a habit you can break by choosing to focus on the next. Your mind is a muscle that becomes skilled at whatever you repeat most often. Small interruptions in your worry cycle build the foundation for a very strong life. Don't let your imagination decide your limits when reality is waiting for your move. Strength is built in the moments where you act despite feeling completely unsure inside. Warrior thinking is about taking the smallest possible step right now without any delay. Stop replaying scenes because no new information will ever appear from your mental editing. Action gives your energy direction, while worry keeps you stuck in a mental prison. The spell of worry is broken the very moment you decide to finally begin. Rehearse the person you want to become through every small choice you make today. Fear is just a story, and you have the power to change the ending. Stop staying still because stagnation only makes your problems feel much bigger than they. A warrior understands that fear doesn't get to rehearse its story alone anymore now. Movement provides the proof your mind needs to stop feeling so afraid of growth. The loudest thoughts often happen in the quietest moments of your tired daily life. Confidence is the result of surviving fear, not the prerequisite for starting your journey. Ask yourself what you are practicing with your thoughts during every hour of today. Brave decisions are made in the small gaps between your fear and your action. Worrying gives the illusion of progress, while acting creates real and measurable change now. Your body reacts to your thoughts, so choose to imagine strength instead of failure. Courage grows through repetition, just like any other skill you have ever learned before. The warrior mindset starts when you interrupt a spiral with a simple practical question. Don't wait to be fearless, just learn to move while you are still afraid. Facing a problem usually makes it shrink, while avoiding it makes it grow larger. Your mind is either a training ground for fear or a studio for courage. Worrying is repeated imagination of a future that has not even arrived yet today. Choose to be the person who faces difficulty instead of the person who avoids. Movement is the bridge between the fear you feel and the confidence you want. Stop trying to remove fear and start focusing on moving forward despite its presence. Each small act of bravery is a vote for the person you are becoming. Reality is calmer than your head, so step out of imagination and into action. Worrying is energy with nowhere to go, so give it a task right now. The habit of starting sooner is the most powerful tool a warrior can possess. Don't let fear finish its story because you are the author of your actions. Small decisions build the quiet strength that eventually looks like sudden heroic overnight success. Replace the question, "Why do I worry?" with, "What am I practicing right now?" A warrior's calm comes from trusting their ability to handle whatever happens next. Interrupt the cycle of fear with one tiny and manageable step toward your goal. Your mind becomes fast and automatic at whatever mental patterns you choose to repeat. Courage is a habit that anyone can develop through small and consistent daily practice. Stop rehearsing failure and start rehearsing the strength you already have inside you. Action is the ultimate answer to every worry that keeps you awake at night.